Man, it looks like we're about to have to go back for another rest and some camping supplies that I probably won't be
Well,
able to find, which is unfortunate for me. Serious trap. Pretty sure there's more enemies up here. Let's see. Fun, but sometimes. What do we got? Sellsword, Captain of the Guard. Guard, Sellsword. Well, as long as there are no priests, and I think we'll just focus the Captain of the Guard, yeah? Go for a knockdown attempt. We need to kill this dude fairly quickly. Start doing the best to push the Captain here. So far, this is looking like it's not going to end well for me already. Where am I standing? Just right at the very front. Yeah, cool. The Captain? No. He's like teleporting all around. Sweet. Oh, my phantom's like literally just standing there. That's where he was. I died, but this is the rest of the turn is gonna land this way, so that's good at least. Hopefully the Captain of the Guard is got something worth looting since experience. I'm about to aggro more enemies. Definitely gonna have to go rest. This one. Fine scale armor. That's it. You have like a cool sword or anything like that? Just
Of course.
fine scale armor? Come on now.
well,
Probably a really stupid idea, but check around up here.
Slow and silent.
Let's see what lies this way.
Alright, well I guess that's all that was really it. Cool. I don't think you can get out the same way you came in. Maybe you can. That'd be the quickest way. Let's go see if they'll let me out. I'm pretty sure that's, yeah, through this entire area now, so. Oh, cool. No issue swimming back out, apparently. I guess now that I'm over here, I can go ahead and gather up these resources that I died getting last time, or I got last time and then died without saving, as usual. It's a really bad habit of mine. must gather our party before venturing forth. Man, I really, probably should have gone and unlocked Defiance Bay just so I could get some, camping supplies. It's really frustrating. My main keep is finished. Can't you buy, a vendor or something here that... Yep. Yeah, I do have a decent amount of money, so restoring Bright Wall, Bright Hollow will allow you to rest there. Other upgrades can unlock bonuses for it. Buildings upgrade will allow you to upgrade the grounds further, the towers, the library, the barracks. That's what I want. That's exactly what I need. That's not the blacksmith. That's where I murdered a couple of people.
Well met, friend.
Alright. Man, you really do make a ton of money from wiping out Raedric's hold. That's crazy. Camping supplies? No. What's the deal with this game? Why does nobody refresh their camping supplies? It's logs. It's just logs, damn it. I guess when we get back to Raedric's Hold, I'm just gonna turn that quest in to Nedmar, and then...
Well met, friend.
Yeah, I guess just go down and talk to Raedric. That's a really tough fight.
Well,
Why do I always skip those?
as you wish.
Worst Let's Player ever. I guess I might as well just go back in this way. Why not? It'd be nice when I unlock some of the other weapons. Connor's pretty much got the last weapon he's gonna get for this playthrough, though. How many of these has he done? Nice, halfway there.
Well,
Sweet. Halfway to an upgrade. Sold out weapons are pretty badass. I think just go up and to the right. Yeah. Cool, cool. It's really weird to me that there was nothing.
Keeping an eye out.
Memorials.
what is it?
Hello, Nidmar. You've returned. Have you found him? Are there any survivors? Gyasio is sick. I can rest here? Really? Gosh damn it. Ah, how annoying. Gyasio is safe. He asked me to tell you that he's kept the carving you gave him as a boy. Nidmar's eyes widen. With sudden vigor, he rushes forward to grasp your arm. Oh, thank the gods. Thank you. I did not think you could. That is, I feared. He shakes his head. I did not want him to meet the pale knight so soon. Edmar pulls away, collecting himself. Here, what I promised you in return. He pulls a large key from the pocket of his robe and hands it to you. This will open the door in the scriptorium. He points west, and from there you can reach the chapel, Lord Raedric, without encountering quite so many guards. Take this too. I have little wealth to offer. Better to give something of use. I would entreat you before you go. Despite his shortcomings, Lord Raedric follows the gods with obedience, and he has Gilded Vale's best interests in mind. It may be that, with time, he can achieve what he desires. Please consider this before you turn to violence. I thought you favored Kolska's Lord of Raedric's Hold. I favor him as he is a man of vision, but Kolsk has a hunger in him for rule, even if to good purpose. He is not led by his faith. Still, he is my friend, and I am willing to assist Kolsk in restoring divine favor to the lands of Gilded Vale, should Lord Raedric fall, that is.
Yes?
Decisions, decisions. Oh, that's awkward. I didn't really expect to run into these guys up here. Not gonna lie.
Of course.
What else can I
Keeping an eye
steal?
out.
Oh boy, here we go.
What is it?
We're just gonna wander right in here, huh? I guess so. Let him approach, flanked by a host of guards, all of whom regard you with mute hostility. Lord Raedric observes you from his throne. Clad in ornate plate, his eyes have a hollow quality, and there is a pallor to the man's gaunt face that leaves his features showing stark against his dark and unkempt hair. There is a dagger discarded upon one stone arm of the throne. A thin, crimson rivulet worms its way down from the blade and past Raedric's fingers, even as he leans forward to regard you with a piercing gaze. Thought he'd be better looking, even with all the inbreeding. Though his face is calm, you notice Adair's hand straying toward his weapon, as though with a mind of its own. It seems I have you to thank for the chaos spreading through my keep. I half expected some invading
It is
army.
unlike Kolsch to hire mercenaries, or foreigners for
Kolsch.
that matter, and you are not one of mine, so I cannot accuse you of treason.
His fingers close loosely around the palm of the dagger, as if to ascertain if it is still there, and then flinch away. Perhaps he ought to have considered such tactics sooner. You've made short work of my guards. His eyes narrow. They were good and loyal servants, loyal to my coin, if not to me. They deserved a better fate than you gave them.
What has my cousin promised you? Some grand reward? If he had any resources to his name, he would not covet mine. And if he had any honor in him, he would not have tried this here, now, when I have lost so much.
What
A
happened there?
just sentence.
Ygritte knew. She hid the verses from me, the tokens. She knew what I would make of them. The scattered god poisoned her against me, made her deaf to my instruction. Only when our son was born, that hollow thing, that monster, then we both knew what her crimes had wrought. Raedric turns a baleful look upon you, jaw working, face flushed and splotchy with emotion. It could not stand. He brings up a hand suddenly toward his temple, obscuring his face. What does Kolsch know of sacrifice? He would indulge himself. Let us succumb one by one and suffer Barrett's punishment until the final soul goes to its keeping, never to return. And Gilded Vale is but a barren land. Kolsch is your
Oh,
cousin?
yes. We are kin, he and I. He was raised within these walls, in fact, privy to all the privileges our family had to offer. But a greedy man always hungers after more than he receives, however bountiful. I was eldest, heir to the stewardship of our lands, and he was not.
The legacy brought chaos with it, panic and despair. Kolsch took advantage of that chaos, creating division in our ranks, luring loyal men and women to his cause. Good men, good women. Raedric's gaze goes distant for a moment, and then he glances at you, and his lips curl. He fled the keep in time to hole up in the wilds beyond the village, to play at being commoner and court favor with the people. And while he plays at conqueror, the Vale suffers. Families, traitors, all. I do not have enough men in my guard. I do not have enough men to guard the roads and defend us from Kolsch's incursions both. My attention suffers, so my governess, my family. Raedric breathes out through his nose. Nor can I make the effort necessary to bring about an end to this curse if we are beset at all hours by his treacherous plots.
Much. There is a plague among us here in Gilded Vale. The legacy is but part of it. The rest is fear, heresy, perversion. Each incident alone is but the flicker of a candle, but together, a blaze that will destroy us.
The legacy is a test of faith. It has driven many to madness. They cling to hollow promises, to dark and terrible things. Each lie permitted feeds the fire, every whisper from preening charlatans and venom-tongued midwives, the words of false prophets, the promises of dead gods. He clenched a
The
cleft
flame
fist.
consumed her, my Ygritte, and our child with it.
You murdered your own wife, your child? I carried out the sentence, but you may give her to an executioner? In the Direwood we see to our own justice. Raedric sits back in his throne, his knuckles white upon the armrest. And that thing, that silent aberration, that was not alive to kill, his dark eyes narrow. Keep your recriminations, trespasser. I have done my duty. Man, it seems like every option leads to battle. Holst didn't send me. Did he not? Or do you throw his name at my feet to spare yourself? He is counting on you all the same. A distraction at the least. An unable killer at best, so long as he can use your presence to his advantage. He relishes such opportunities, striking where he can from the shadows. Kolsch lacks the strength to see the matter done, so he relies upon
You are
stronger
a pawn
allies.
in Kolsch's designs, and he has kept his motivations from you for a reason. I wonder if you understand what it is you do, or what you might accomplish if you were better informed. You have proven your competence in your way, and had I such an ally, we might together put an end to Gilded Vale's woes, lift the curse once and for all, and in doing so, return us to a life where such strict measures are not necessary.
I'm willing to listen. What did you
Good.
have in mind?
Good. The stakes are too high for rash action. Be assured Defiance Bay will hear of your assistance to me.
You are in a position to put a swift end to this rebellion. I have wasted too many resources on Kolsch, and paid the cost for it. Kill him, and I can focus my attentions upon this blight. Between the priest and my animator, we can determine a cure. My family will be the last to suffer for this legacy. Yeah, the animator's dead. I don't know. I think it's nice that someone's there to distract him from killing the rest of my town, even if they're not the best neighbors these days. He has doubtless attempted to ply you with lies, hoping to pull you to his side. He will permit you to approach him, so that he might work upon you further, and then you will have your opportunity. I'll find Kolsch and put an end to him.
Good. You will not have to look far. His camp lies in the wilds past Gilded Vale. His scouts watch the roads and warn him in advance of my forces. But you should have more luck. Deal with him, and then return here.
Okay. I guess
Yes.
that's what we'll do then. Champion, archer. Defender, Archmage, Bodyguard, Paladin, Champion, Raedric.
Hello?
Dangerous.
Hello? There's something ahead.
The heist of a lifetime. I'm sitting right there in his throne with it. This thing, his guards aren't gonna try to kill me.
Keeping an eye out.
It's finished.
Am I free to explore
I'll see it done.
and steal?
Let's see what lies this.
It's finished.
That belt will make Adair a little more tanky, won't it? How about a belt, friend?
Yes.
I'll take a look.
It's clearly a secret door. Where does this go? What the? Oh,
They won't see me coming.
back in the dungeon, huh? There's not a way to open this. Interesting. Guess it opens from the other side so you can sneak up this way? That makes perfect sense. What in the world? Why can't I go in this?
What is it?
Dogs can't open doors. Or boxes or whatever.
Hello? Hello?
There's something ahead.
Ooh, secret door. Man, there's a lot of enemies here. I could have killed them all. Eventually.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not very.
Alright. Hey, my merchant stalls are done. I can buy camping supplies again. How exciting. Assuming, the merchant there sells camping supplies.
Well,
Slow and silent.
Alright, let's go find Kolsch and kill him. Oh, man. That's a long way to a level up. Alright, where is Cole? In the Eastern Wood? Surely not. I think he might be back in Moggin's Fort. I can't remember where the little house is that he positive is in a little house.
keeping an eye out.
In this house. I spoke with Raedric. He had some interesting things to say about you. Ah, the helpful stranger. I'm glad you've come. Do you have news for us? Colch's brows furrow. Strange, I've not heard word from the keep. Have you succeeded? Is Raedric dead? A but Raedric has asked me to rid him of a nuisance. You lied to me? Lied to you? How have I deceived you? Pulse watched you a moment before realization shows on me. Ah, Raedric has filled your head with poison. He's no fool, nor would he miss an opportunity to turn my allies against me. Was it convincing, then, this final, desperate effort of a man who saw standing before him an end to his years of cruelty? The whole of his family worshipped Aethys before the Saints' War, and now he strives to make up for their misplaced faith by shedding his mercy. Whatever he has told you, Raedric's crimes are real. He will go on murdering his own people, his family. Pulse's lips curl. What manner of lord is that, who lacks the honor of the mad dog? You are the honorless one. You used me to try and usurp Raedric's throne. Whatever small deception I may have achieved, I did so for a good purpose. Pulse his sword from his scabbard. I thought you might recognize the tactic, my friend. I'm sorry we cannot see eye to eye. Where's the mages at? Okay, also. Poor guy's gonna die. Man, why am I always in the front? It's so frustrating. There's just the one. Mage and a priest. Why is it so fast? Oh, gosh, that was almost 30. I died immediately. This combat is going insanely fast. Okay, who dies next?
Hey.
Sorry, Gyaso. Saved you just to kill you.
Hey.
Shoot, man, reloading that thing. A fine saber. And the money. I like the money.
What is it?
Keeping an eye out.
That's all that was in here, huh? Some food. Okay. Let's go tell, the king that his cousin is dead. Oh, damn it. Damn wisps.
Yes.
Guess I could start a new construction at the keep. What should we build next? A bed's always good.
What is it?
Apparently killing Kolsch will help me in Defiance Bay, so that's nice. It's always good to have powerful allies. Have you brought news? Kolsch is dead and the uprising with him. Dead? So swiftly? A peculiar smile forms on Raedric's face, his teeth bared in fierce triumph, or else in pain. Then you have succeeded where a great many have failed, but that my captains were half so efficient. Gilded Vale owes you a debt, for you have removed the greatest obstacle to its restoration. It makes a quiet, huge noise, and rid me of a persistent hornet in the process. I pay my debts. I have here a sword handed down within my family for generations. It is yours. And it served you as well as it did, as well in your future endeavors. Raedric gestures to his guardsmen, and of course, you will be paid. 500 copper. Now, Raedric lowers his gaze. Now I would bury my wife, and look to the future. We have a great deal of work to do before Gilded Vale is truly safe. You have my thanks for your service. Oh, that's a lot of XP.
Well?
Justice, huh? Unique greatsword. I hope it's worth a lot. Then I sell it. And just like that, we finish up Raedric's hold. It's completed. Only took 3 parts. It's a pretty big, yeah, pretty big area. Let's head off to Caed Nua, see what we can sell to our new.
I feel sorry for whoever has to clean up this place.
Well, Adair, just so happens it's going to be you. Ooh, actually, before we do that, let's pop over here and see what bounties we can take. Bounties are fun.
Well met, friend.
Was wondering when you'd be dropping by. Kids around here have been hit with more than their fair share of trouble of late. I'm up to my ear in bounty offers. Figured at least one of these might interest someone with your skills. What are the most recent bounties? Now I have to warn you, there's a reason these bounties are still on offer. These are tough bastards, every one of them. If you're not up to it now, feel free to come back around when you're better prepared. In the meantime, here's a good fetch to start us off. There's the standing bounty on Sly Cyrodiil's head of the course. Then there's the forest lurker haunting the trader routes, and this ogre shaman. Should fetch a good price. And up last is one, War Chief Iklak. I want to know about Sly. This bounty comes all the way from New Hamar. Sly Cyrodiil and some of his accomplices escaped the prison there and killed 2 Justicars on the way out. The guards are itching after revenge. A man matching his description was seen near Malgrim's fort. He's well armed and he'll have friends with him too. Tell me about the forest lurker. Let's see. Word is this big forest lurker's taking up residence in the Black Meadow just off the main road. The merchants have been calling it the Dweller, and they want it gone before it starts chewing up their caravans. I'll take on the ogre. That's one that keeps making the rounds. And all around the wise. He's some kind of ogre shaman. They say he's raided half a dozen farms all over Direwood. Word is he's holed up somewhere in Elmshore, though nobody who went looking has been seen since. Tell me about the war chief. War Chief Iklak. It's his ward. If the name didn't tip you off. He moves around a lot, but he's known to haunt the Valewood from time to time. Folks want him dealt with before he takes up with a dragon.
Yes.
Lots of quests there. I don't know that I'll take them on
Of course.
Few repairs, and this keep will be a
anytime
sight to
soon.
see.
But at least I have them. venture down into the endless paths in my next play, or next part. See what kind of stuff we can come up with.
Hail, traveler.
Greetings, my lord. Fancy a new blade, maybe an axe? Got plenty to take the fancy of any man of action. Perhaps some ingredients and spices for the road. I have oils and tinctures for ailing man, too. Want to have a look? Do you have camping supplies? Oh my god, thank you. 810. I will take 810. If this guy buys it, does it mean it's just here forever? Like if I ever felt the need to come back and buy a sword, would he just have it? Yay, I have money. Alright, well,
What is it?
I think that's where I'm going to cut this one off. We finished up Raedric's Hold. I think I might venture down into the endless paths on the next part. See if we can come up with any good loot while we're down there. And if so, then I might take on some of those bounties that I picked up. And yeah, eventually we will make our way into Defiance Bay. So, yeah.
I'm on the trail.
Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.